Flight attendant gets involved with transporting illegal immigrants as a side gig. Plane gets delayed for 5 hours over not having enough toilet paper. G describes the glamorous life of a flight attendant. All this next on Cabin Pressure with Shawn and G.
Prepare for takeoff.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is Cabin Pressure.
It's Shawnee is in the house.
I thought you was going to say like it was Shawnee time or something.
It's like, Shawnee time.
What's going on?
Oh, man, it's the same stuff. I'm back at work doing crazy flying, and I know that's nothing to you, but it's very traumatic for me.
What kind of crazy flying are you doing?
Crazy flying. I've been doing these LA turns, and you know what? Our market, it's like, I love my Midwest people.
Right.
Don't you like your Midwest people?
I already know where this is going, but it's going to be fun. Go ahead.
I know.
You know me in the West Coast.
And then we get out to batshit crazy LA and we load up the plane. Dude, it was like, I am like, every day, every week is a freak show, man.
So you go from normal to not so normal.
Yeah. And it's the contrast. I mean, people need to see our view of like the world and like the markets we like fly to, because it is so crazy how different they are. Like, so much drama getting on a plane in LA. Cleveland, man, they just come on, they sit, they chill, they entertain themselves, they want a beverage, to get something to eat, whatever. Normal shit.
That's why I said normal to not normal.
Yesterday, that call light went off, like, if it went off once, it went off 50 times. It was like constant. Like, that flight is like ding,
yeah,
ding, ding. Yeah, and then like we're having a conversation. Yeah, ding. Like, come on, stop already. It's like, it's so annoying.
It's funny when you leave Cleveland, they'll get on board and you see blue jeans, some t-shirts, you know what I mean?
Right.
Pretty normal, right? Sweatshirts and you get LA, hell, you have no idea what's coming on your plane.
You have no idea. And there's just
welcome to the freak show.
Yeah. It's this like need of like, they're so fucking needy. It's just and
then how I'm important.
Yeah, I'm important and everybody's entitled to whatever they want to do, whatever. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. And dude, the other thing that's been happening, and we never talked about this, is that one aspect of this business that happens to us constantly is swapping.
Swapping what? What are you talking
Equipment.
About? Oh, yeah.
Dude, we've never really talked about this, but this is one of the big sucks in our life. And that is, we're going and doing this turn. We're just thinking, we're going to go to work. We're going to fly here, fly back. And, these are the delays of our system that we do not get paid. I don't think no flight attendants in the United States are getting paid for sitting around.
Not just that, though. People really don't understand how it works. In the airlines, it's like a game of chess, right? I mean, you at times you'll play the game. You'll all be together. Most of the time, as soon as you land, right? You're not with the pilots. You're not with the planes. You're moving all over the place. Some days you're a king and queen, right? When you move, most days you're a freaking pawn.
But you don't. And the whole point is that you don't know what you're going to get when you get there. So, like in flight, they're changing and swapping equipment, the aircraft on us. So we think that we're going to be flying this plane out to LA and then flying it back to Cleveland, and we get there, and every week for the last 2 weeks now, they keep swapping our planes out. So we take a delay. So they give our plane to somebody else, which makes them, I guess, on time. And then we get to sit around. And they keep doing it to us.
Yeah, like, but the better part of that, though, Shawn, is when they take like you're supposed to have like a 900 and there's 20 seats in first class.
Yeah.
And then they downgrade it
We've been
to like a 700.
Yeah, they have not been doing downgrades, which is fantastic. We've been equal.
But you've done it before, though.
Oh yeah.
When you're talking about swapping,
yeah.
I mean, really, the story is when you talk about swapping aircraft, when you go from a 900 to a 700, then you deal with those LA people.
Yeah. Oh, it's insane. So then people are not getting on a plane. People are not, and then they're coming on super unhappy, right?
They're pissed.
Yeah. They're pissed.
You're like super unhappy. No, they're
entitled pissed.
Yeah. Pissed.
Yeah. So I've been dealing with that, man, every week. And the swapping is just so annoying. Unbelievable.
But then, one thing that goes with that too is when they swap aircrafts, it's like they want you to board right away. You don't even have pilots yet.
Yeah. The line that's going on in the industry with like, oh, the plane's coming in here at X 30 minutes, whatever, right? And we're going to board like on 31.
Yeah, no problem. Just go ahead and board them up. And but the pilots aren't here yet. Oh, that's okay. Operations says go ahead and board. You can board.
Yeah, you can board.
Okay, but it's hot on the plane. Well, it's not that bad. So you guys go ahead and board.
Yeah. Yeah. And no, but never mind that we have to clean it and cater it and unload all the other luggage and get the other luggage back on it and all that crap that goes with it. But you know what? Let's start boarding 2 minutes after they get off.
Yeah. And then let's just line their ass in that hot ass jetway. That's not air conditioning.
Yeah. It's just this is just like some of the aches and woes of our industry and stuff. But that's been going on. And I just like, it's been driving me nuts. And I'm like, you know me. I just want to. That's why I fly so little.
You're gonna love my part of the catch up on the swapping part, but go ahead, keep going because you're gonna love my part on what happened this week.
Right. So, anyways, and so now my decompress is me coming home and I get to golf, and golf's been going pretty good. I've been having the ups and downs of golf and everything, but
you're not hitting any houses.
No houses. Everything's been other than like. It was funny. Like Tuesday, I went out and I played golf and I hit like 4 or 5 balls out of bounds. And then today I go out playing the same damn course, not a ball out of bounds, not a, there's like literally almost a 15 stroke difference between my score. It's so crazy, but that's golf. But I got a big tournament coming up this weekend. So I had to like tune it up and get ready for this tournament. And I'm looking forward to it. So there'll be stories from that, I'm sure, because there's always some shit that these guys do at the tournament that is funny. But
now you've been playing a long time.
Yeah.
Now with golf, they say that one small thing that you do that you like, the difference is, say you're in your swing. Mm-hmm. So you have this consistent swing and all of a sudden say you turn the head a certain way.
Yeah, just one little different.
And then that ball's gone.
Yeah. Just a slight little difference in whatever you're doing will change everything. I mean, golf is a very technical sport. So like you gotta, everything you do, I don't care what you're putting, driving, hitting your irons, it doesn't matter. Everything is like so precise. So you got to get it right every time. If you don't, it's going to show you that you didn't do it right.
So you're playing a tournament this weekend, right?
Yeah, and it's a big money tournament for me. So every year we do, me and my buddy that I golf with his partner, and we do pretty decent. So we're looking forward to it. Should be a good weekend. But here's the cool thing. So the wife took off to Indiana.
Oh, you're alone.
And now I got bachelor weekend.
Oh. And you're not working either.
I'm not working.
Damn.
All I'm doing is golfing and fun in the sun. Oh, the other thing that happened today in my round was a dude on my round got a hole in one.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to blow your phone up because my ass is working. I was just sitting there thinking about that. I'm blowing your phone up. No,
it'll be in mute during the rounds. But you can catch me. But you probably catch me drunk after the rounds.
Tell me how much money you won, right?
Right. Tell you how much I won that day and what we're looking forward for the next day and all good stuff. You know what you should do though? This is what would be super cool is for you to come over and actually experience one of the shootouts. So so on Saturday, we were going to play Saturday, we're going to play Sunday, and then Sunday after Sunday's round, like normally I'd say around 5:00 or something like that we have a shootout, and the shootout's fun because it's a crazy shit show. Like everybody gets their carts and we go from hole to hole, and it's kind of like going to a golf tournament, and you would like it. Have
you been drinking the whole time?
Some people are drunk. Some people are very drunk by that time. Especially if they've like been golfing and they had a really bad day and they showed up to shoot out like shit pace. Normally I'm not, because I don't drink and golf. Like that's not my thing. If I'm doing a tournament, I can't do that. I don't have that ability. Some guys get better shooting golf like drunk, but I can't do that. But you should show up. I mean, it's Sunday. I don't know what you're doing, but
I'm working, Shawn.
You're not working. You're probably doing a turn.
No bullshit.
You'll be back home.
I'm actually working.
You're gone. You're like doing a layover.
No, you know something? I actually traded one of my trips for tomorrow too.
So imagine that.
Yeah.
Dude. Anyways, what's been going on with you?
Oh my God. So you know, you guys can relate to this. Have you ever started your day and your day is great? You just wake up and you're like, everything's going good. You get to work and then board the aircraft. Everything's going great. We're sitting there and boarded up. We went on time. All we were doing is a little forward to turn. Just
down
a little forward to turn
and back.
Right? Done by like 1 o'clock.
That's it. Yeah. And they swap my equipment.
Yeah.
This is the same feeling I'm going when I go to my freaking doing the LA turn.
This is what people really don't understand about our glamour. I love that when people say, "Oh, your life's so glamorous." I'm like, that's bullshit. There ain't nothing glamorous. There's nothing glamorous about this job, really.
Yeah, like a handful of throw up or
nothing glamorous about it. But anyway,
people shitting on the carpet.
We take off on time. We took off on time, so we're at cruise altitude, and we're going down there. And next thing in there, we're in the middle of our service here at Ding, and Gary come to the back. So I come to the back and I'm listening to this sound. It's one of those sounds that airplanes make certain sounds, right? We all know them.
Dude, we know the plane like it's our car in our house.
Right.
Like any little wrong sound, we know.
We're just tuned in.
Yeah.
We could be doing all kinds of shit, and all of a sudden you hear something that you know that's not an airplane sound,
not a normal.
And all of a sudden you'll just sit there. It's like that. Those gophers, right? Like when they whistle, they just look up. The whole crew's like looking at each other, going, "Oh shit, that wasn't normal."
Yeah, if you're on a plane and all the crew starts like looking at them, each other,
they're looking at each other,
like a oh shit.
Yeah, that shit wasn't normal. But anyway, we had one of those oh shit that wasn't normal looks. But so I went to the back, was listening to this sound, and then get a hold of the cockpit. And that's the one thing we talk about all the time is crew communication.
Right.
We have really good crew communication when we hear sounds on an airplane that's not supposed to sound like that.
And also there's like crew currency on that too, you know? And what I'm talking about is like the difference between us telling the pilots like, oh, we just heard something that doesn't sound right.
Right.
And you got a new hire, like, oh, I heard something that doesn't sound right to me. The credibility level just doesn't equal.
Okay, this is where this is going today, is the credibility part of that. So we call the cockpit and they're like, we can't feel anything. But they're like, Gary, what do you think it is? And I was telling them, I was like, this is what it was. And so when we were going, everything was fine. So they said, we're just going to get it checked out when we got down to Orlando. So we got down to Orlando and they did their whole check. So it takes a long time. I mean, when they do a service check like that, it takes a long time because they're checking a lot of things out. Because when you're talking about sounds that are not right, and this is a senior crew, that's the difference.
Did you say where you're going? Like, what city did you fly to?
Orlando.
You went to Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so this happened coming into Orlando.
Going in about mid. I mean, it probably about. Not even halfway there. I mean, you could hear the sound. I mean, it was pretty consistent. But anyway, we got down there, and so they checked everything out. I mean, they checked out the wings, the tail. They got up on the lift. They got everywhere to try to
figure out
if there was a problem, and rightfully so because it's safety of flight. Well, they came back and the report was to the cockpit they couldn't find anything. So if you can't find anything and there's still a sound, something still isn't right.
Right.
So they go ahead and make the decision. They look at this other, it's like a cover on underneath the side of the plane. So when they went down there, they checked it out and they seen that one of them was a little bit loose. So they just took it, they replaced it, put a new one in, and then they had did the reports. But by that time, we were already like hour and a half, almost 2 hours late. That's how long some of these checks take for the maintenance guys.
Yeah.
So they turn around and say, okay, you're cleared to go. So we take off, and I'm thinking, finally, right? We're going to be a few hours late, but hell, it's not that bad.
Let's get going.
So
go home.
yeah, we get at cruise altitude, and I'm thinking, okay, no dings, right? Because when we hear a ding, then we know that the shit's going to go bad again.
Sure.
So next thing you know, I'm getting up, getting in the galley, and I'm thinking, okay, we're good. I told the other flight attendant, I said, we're good. We didn't hear anything. And as soon as I got everything out, ding. They're like, Gary, come to the back. I'm like, shit. So I go to the back. Heard the same sound. This is the part that it starts really going to shit. So make a phone call. Now it becomes that thing, what you were just saying. It's you have this senior crew and they're telling you the same problem happened. So a decision's got to be made.
Right.
All right. So the decision is made is always safety of flight. So what we did is that we turned around and we had to go back to Orlando. No, excuse me. We had to go. We had to go actually back to. I started this saying we went to Orlando, right? No,
Yeah.
we were going. I'm sorry, we were going to Fort Myers. Our first part, we were going to Fort Myers.
Oh, okay. So you flew down to Fort Myers. This mechanical happened.
Going down to Fort Myers.
Down to Fort Myers.
Yeah.
And they were dealing with it.
And then we had to divert to Orlando. It kind of screwed that up, didn't I?
Yeah.
So we had to, a little bit, but
I was trying to set you up.
no, I screwed it up myself.
Right.
That's how crazy that day
I knew
was.
that, but keep going.
So you just let me go with it.
Let you go with it. Keep going.
But anyway, so we had to divert to Orlando. We landed in Orlando, and we went and we taxied over into the other terminal. We pulled up, and they had told us they had another airplane. That's a freaking amazing, right?
Yeah.
Because
the cool thing about Orlando too is that like for our airline, there's a big, huge maintenance facility there, and another thing about there is that they do like big checks and stuff there. So they have the aircraft that you can swap out to and all that stuff.
But that was a problem though, you're exactly right. But usually they're right in the middle of those big checks on those planes.
Yeah.
So there's usually not another extra plane, but there was today.
Sure.
So it actually ended up working out pretty good because they say that there's another plane. So we had to walk from this aircraft, go up to the other side of the concourse. So we're deplaning the aircraft and we're telling people, we're going over to this other plane. And there's that one guy that comes off and he goes, you did this on purpose. Swear to God. He goes, you did this on purpose. I said, did what on purpose? He goes, you took off and then you turned around and you landed in Orlando on purpose because you needed the plane in Orlando. And I looked at him, I said, so you're telling me we took off, we flew up to almost the panhandle,
Yeah.
and then we turned our asses around and went back to Orlando because we needed the plane.
We had planned to do this as a conspiracy.
Swear to God, you can't make this up. I mean, it's ridiculous. But anyway, he makes all of his dumb comments, gets off the plane. So we deplane, go to the other side of the airport. Shawn, when have you ever seen they had a plane already pulling up?
Never.
You never seen it, right?
No.
So then they pull it up. Now you have to go through security checks. You have to go through the sweeps because that plane's been in the hangar. They got to go through all this shit just to get this plane back in. So then what do? This is the crap that just keeps rolling down, rolling down. Then they bring in all of the old catering. We've already heated the meals up. Meals aren't any good.
Oh, geez.
The ice or bags of water. You got all this shit you got to deal with. So then you got a hot airplane.
Yeah.
See, people don't understand all this stuff that goes
All the
on.
logistics that go into prepping an aircraft for a flight.
Just to board.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get somebody to cool the aircraft off. You're getting the catering come back on, and they're just throwing all that shit back on there. And they want you to serve that nasty cooked shit that's been like six hours old to these passengers. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So then we got to get ice. We got to get catering. We got to do all this stuff. We start boarding back up. Okay. And then we're thinking, okay, here we go. Right.
Right.
Legalities.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I knew that was getting ready to come because this was going on for a while. Here.
Yeah,
I mean,
legalities.
Legalities always creep into the picture. And then now everybody starts really scrambling.
And this is what passengers don't know. And in our cockpit, what they did is for these people because they're going to get stuck. They were done, right? So our cockpit, they extended their legalities to fly.
If you want to get stuck someplace, Orlando's the places to get stuck at, though.
It is, but
because there's lots of hotels there. There's lots of all this stuff to accommodate the passengers and stuff, opposed to who
in the hell wants to get
Greensboro.
stuck though after you've already boarded a plane?
Right.
There ain't no way in hell.
Nobody.
So, but anyway, they extended. We got back into Cleveland, and it was one hell of a day. I'm telling you, it was like 15 hours. We were supposed to get in at 1:00, and it was like a 15-hour.
So this is a Fort Myers turn. You're supposed to turn into 15-hour.
15-hour Fort Myers turn.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a big suck, dude.
You think?
Yeah.
Did you notice there was your aircraft swapping?
Yeah.
In that too.
That is the glamorous part of our job.
There's no glamour. There's no glamour. I don't know. Every time somebody says that, there's no damn glamour.
People believe.
There's no glamour. Nope.
These are it's like rainbows shooting out of unicorn's ass here. We are having fun.
Rainbows.
That's right.
That's a good one.
Anyhow, so yeah, man. So the world has been going crazy too since last time we talked. I mean, this flash flood that just happened in Texas.
That was crazy.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Wow. When I started hearing all the stories about it, and at first it was like, there's flash floods, and they weren't really making a big deal out of it and everything. And then you started hearing about the death toll going up and all that stuff and these catastrophic losses. And you're like, wait a minute. This is a major, major event that's happened that just kind of eased into the news. It was kind of weird to me. Like the whole thing, it wasn't like a hurricane, here comes Hurricane Etna, and she's going to wipe out the whole Eastern coast or, shit like that. This was just like something's happening. There's flooding over here. Like we hear here in Ohio, like we get flooding all the time.
Right.
But we don't hear about massive catastrophes like this. But it was all about the time it hit, like in the middle of the night, this all happened.
Had no idea it was coming.
Yeah. Just hit these people like nothing. I mean, the stories I've heard and the heroism that was happening. And it was like, wow.
I think some of the most gut-wrenching things is when you hear these people talk about these kids that were basically screaming and they couldn't help them.
Yeah.
They couldn't help them. I mean, it was just, it's incredibly sad.
The power of nature is unbelievable when you see it up personal. I mean, to have a body of water coming through and moving at the pace it was moving and washing away buildings in the camp and all that stuff and not being able to get to them and stuff is just, it's tragic.
But something, I think that most people don't really understand how, with flash floods, how that really works. And it was amazing that they had actually videos of people during the day though, Shawn. I mean, this wasn't just at night. It was continuing on through the day. And it's amazing to me that when you're standing there, you got your kids there. And you see, and you're like, oh, it's the water's supposed to be coming. The water's supposed to be coming, and they're looking down this valley, and they see the water start coming, and they realize how bad it is.
Right,
and then they all start running.
Yeah, the force of nature. I mean, it's kind of like that tsunamis that happen over in Asia and all that stuff. That you're like, when you see this wall of water coming at you and stuff like that, and flash floods normally isn't like a wall of water. It's just a gradual, quick rise of the water, so they're not seeing like a dam breaking and like it's coming down and washing it out type of thing. It's just like all of a sudden water comes and it starts getting higher and higher and higher and higher until wow,
it's already on you.
It's up to the second floor of a house,
right? But they were showing videos of the daytime of these people actually running out of the way. Now you can understand how these kids in this camp didn't get out because it's in the middle of the night.
Wow.
Okay, but these people, you knew it was coming. I mean, you actually knew it was coming, and you even put your kids in harm's way.
Yeah. Yeah, later in the whole what was happening as it was going on. I mean, people you react to what you see and what you know and what you think how you feel, wherever you feel you're gonna be safe at. But I feel for all these people that are like had at that Camp Mystic. I mean, to send your kid away from camp and then not to be in, like, most of their parents weren't there. There was no parents there for those campers. They were only the people that worked at the camp, and like the owner of the camp died,
right?
Trying to rescue people.
But what's amazing, there's a couple other things that was amazing with that though too, is that it's amazing that the response of just the community. I mean, the state, I'm not even saying our government yet, just the state of Texas. It was crazy. The highway was just flooded with trucks already going there.
Sure.
Packed up.
Yeah. I mean, that is what America's all about.
Right.
You know what I mean? That just warms that warms my heart about like the people that like are doing this stuff for free. Like they're not in it for anything other than to just assist people. And that's how more of America should be. Like, in so many other ways.
When they showed a lot of these videos, and there's a tremendous amount of videos of young men, right? Younger men,
right?
Middle-aged men that were down in these this marsh area cutting all this stuff up, right?
Right.
So many of them fatigues, Army,
yeah.
All they were probably some branch.
Well, you're in Texas, first of all. Let's start there.
I know, but it's amazing though when you're watching this and you see the response. Say whatever you want to say about Texas or anything, but let me tell you something, man. They went down and they all they did was started going to work.
Right.
That was it.
Started helping people.
It was amazing. But then you had these other people, because of whatever the camp was, a Christian camp or whatever it is, saying these idiotic, stupid things.
Yeah. Well, there's always going to be stupid comments about things.
It just amazes me when you see this amazing things and then you see these stupid people saying dumb things about this tragic thing that happened. But the better part of that was watching these people come to help these other people. That was amazing.
You know what? I think it was that guy that was on your plane. He came up and he said, "You guys planned this."
Yeah, exactly. You did it on purpose, right?
You did this on purpose, right?
Yeah, you flooded this whole thing. It's idiots. But hey, listen, you know something? Let's go on to this one. This one is pretty funny. What happens when a good deed goes bad, Shawn?
Good deed goes bad.
It's good bad. Deed. Yeah.
What it goes bad. You want my answer? It goes bad.
Oh, this shit went bad for him. Mm-hmm. So you had this flight attendant. Now what he was doing, he was volunteering. He was transporting dogs from Mexico into the United States.
Like doing like rescue, or were they?
It was like a side hustle.
So it was a side hustle, but so there's so many aspects to that and what you just said. So was he doing he was making money doing this? Like then people were purchasing dogs? Or
he was working as an international shipper.
Oh, gotcha.
For a pet transportation company.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get you.
So he had done this without any problems for years.
Yeah. So
going back and forth.
Driving back and forth, doing it side hustle.
He probably used to fly back and forth to Mexico, seen all these dogs and thought, this would be a good deed, right?
Well, I mean, there's how many all the animal lovers out there. Like I know many of our friends that are animal lovers, and they volunteer at the, SPCA and, rescue places and stuff like that. I mean, I get it. Yeah. He's doing something he loves to do. He's doing it with animals.
Would you do that though?
First of all, I need to be golfing.
You know something? We got a lot of dogs in the United States. I don't know if I can go down to Mexico just to bring them back.
Yeah, there's a lot of dogs that need to rescue in here in the United States itself. But I mean, that's one of the reasons why I asked you. Like, what was the situation where, like, why he was doing this?
How'd they call it a side hustle?
Well, he was making money. It's only a hustle if you're making money, right?
Exactly. You're making some kind of income from it.
Sure.
Okay, well, now the good deed's going to go a little bit bad. So he was going down there. He got contacted by a couple other people to come pick up some other dogs.
Yeah.
And he went down there, and they kept changing the location on him.
Where to pick up the dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dogs.
Plural. Gotcha.
So he went down there, And when he finally got to the final location and he pulled his car up, it wasn't dogs.
What was it?
It was illegal immigrants.
Oh, man.
So here this guy, he's in a situation now, right? And it's not normal people that he's sitting there with. This is a cartel. So
that's a comfortable feeling.
Shit's going bad, Shawn.
Right.
Thought our day was going bad. His day just got a lot worse.
His equipment got swapped.
Yeah, it's not good.
Right.
So they told him, they said that you're basically transporting these illegal immigrants across the border.
Yeah. What would you do? What do you think you would do? Like being faced with that? I mean, I'm thinking that these people that are meeting him has guns. Like it's not just like, Jose and Pablo saying, no, you got to take these three guys over there, and
it does remind me of Honduras with you,
right.
and that would go to hanging from a bridge, with something being cut off your body. But
sure.
What I would think would be, first of all, you'd be shitting your pants, okay? Yeah. Because they're basically telling you if you don't do it, they're going to kill you.
Right.
Okay, so that they're gonna follow you.
Sure.
All right. So decision time.
Well, you just keep doing it. Here's the thing. Like, I don't know what I would do in a situation because
I'm gonna tell you what I would do. But I'm gonna tell you what I do, but I want to know what you do first.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you right now that I don't know what I would do given the situation because I need to know. There's a lot of variables there. Like, do they have weapons? If they don't have weapons,
it's a cartel.
Yeah. But if they did have weapons, then maybe they would get in my car and I would take them across. But here's the thing. Whether you take them across or not take across, once you get onto the other side or you get into that other side, like, are you going to take them to their destination or are you going to take them to the local authorities?
See, I thought you put up like an Uber sign.
No. Change my Uber sign here now.
Like a Mexican
transport service.
Transport. No, something. I think that what I would do is, okay, they're following me. And then I'd say about in the view of the border, I would pull over and go, hey, listen, you guys get out, stretch your legs before, because it's going to be a little bit of time before we get there. And go stretch their legs and then close the damn doors.
But I think they're going to follow you all the way to the border.
I don't give a shit at that point. At least I'm in view of the customs agents. I mean, at least you got a shot, but I don't think I'd do it.
But here's the thing. I'm right back to you. Like this, you're talking about cartel.
I know that.
And they're going to do whatever the F they want to do. Okay.
I understand that. But
even at the border in front of us, right? Like you do that. And they're like, get out, and they just shoot you.
Okay, so this is what's going to happen to you. So anyway, he goes across and he gets caught.
Right.
So he gets caught and he's transporting illegal immigrants.
Right.
So he's fired from his job, the airline job. He's flight attendant.
Well, and the reason why he gets fired is why?
Well, because of the TSA.
Well, it's a federal offense. Right.
We've gone over that a bunch of times.
No. I'm trying to make sure that the audience here understands why he gets fired. Because as a flight attendant, you cannot have a federal charge against you. You can't commit a felony and be a flight attendant. And so that's the point is why he's getting charged. He's not getting fired because he's
an Uber driver out of Mexico. Shawn.
It doesn't matter what he's doing. I don't care what he was doing. It's because he committed a felony, and you can't be a felon being a flight attendant. But keep going to the story. I just wanted to point, like, that's the reason why he got fired. It's not because of what he was doing or there's all different types of felonies out there. And so the point is he became a felon. He can't be a flight attendant. He gets fired.
He's a criminal now, Shawn.
Right. Cool. Where's that? So, keep going with your story.
So this dog transportation person who is now a convicted felon, Shawn,
right,
is no longer employed at the airlines.
Right.
So he's now got to go through this whole process, and he convinced them that he actually it was what he was actually he was forced to by the cartel.
Right.
So they cleared him of all those charges.
Yeah. Cool. So then he wasn't a felon.
Nope.
Right.
He's not. He's still a felon.
How's he still a felon?
Well, he's
if
cleared.
they cleared him all the charges, he's not.
Well,
a felon.
how's he not employed?
Well, that's a contention that he has to do with his airline, whatever. Like, what I'm saying is that that was my whole point. Like, he can be fired because he's committed a felony. You can't just the act. I don't care what the act was. It can be transporting people, whatever type of felony he committed. But once he's cleared of that felon, he can be a flight attendant.
Okay, so why was this guy is still fired then? Was it TSA? Was it the reason of TSA? Because he's not be able to clear it because there was charges from TSA.
Right. But the TSA had like flagged him and all that stuff, right? So then he couldn't do his job, right? So like if he was doing like international flights, stuff like that, he couldn't maybe get into the airport. I don't know what the flag level is.
Right. Still didn't have his job.
Yeah.
That's crazy though.
But I mean, that's a bad situation. But if he's not a felon, it's kind of like you're supposed to be proven guilty, you're innocent until proven guilty type of thing. That's how it's supposed to be. But he's like guilty before he's proven innocent, right?
So he's not convicted of being a felon.
Right.
So he's no longer has a felony rap sheet. So why wouldn't he get his job back?
Paperwork. Red tape.
Would you have done that though?
He's got the scarlet letter.
Would you have done it though? Would you have done that?
No, dude, again, I'm right back at you. Like, I don't know all the variables of the situation. Would I or wouldn't have done it?
You'd have been golfing.
I guarantee you what I would have been doing is I wouldn't have been transporting any animals, period, first of all.
You'd have been golfing.
I've been golfing,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, when I read that story, I was like,
cartel was coming at me and was like, we got some golf balls that are, fentanyl that we want you to take across. That's how they would get me. Because I'm not transporting animals.
Hey, did you see what changed this week?
What's that?
They're starting to allow passengers on with their shoes.
Oh my! Listen, that is like the best news since sliced bread. I mean, I'm telling you, like this has been 20 years since we've had to like take off your shoes during the TSA. And crew members, all of us, anytime we go through, if your shoes go off, you got to take off your shoes, and all that stuff. But then for 20 years, they've always made the public do that. The crew members, we can go through with our shoes, right? We've always been able to do that since known crew members started. And the only thing is that in this whole news, it doesn't matter if your shoes go off still. So you can go through with your shoes. But if your shoes go off and they sets the alarm off, you got to take off your shoes.
Right. And so a lot of these women that have nails in their shoes, I mean,
well, there's like a shank in the shoe. Like a lot of the shoes are made with like a metal shank right down the center. So that's why they have those like TSA approved shoes and soles and stuff like that we've, now we buy all those shoes.
It'd be interesting to see though, if the TSA lines move faster now.
Yeah, I think they will. I mean, it's one aspect that is, that slows things down, but we'll see.
Okay, it's most bizarre reason for a delay. What do you think that'd be?
Oh man, there's so many reasons for crazy delays. I mean, we could talk about for years and stuff, but I did come across all these things that are on this article on the internet about some of the stories and stuff. And like the first one I came across was the delay was they couldn't get their luggage because the luggage bin was iced over.
What?
Exactly. Like the luggage bin underneath the plane, right?
Yeah.
Like they couldn't get the plane luggage door open.
Oh, okay. The door.
There was
I got you.
Ice all over the plane.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking there's this thing called de-icing fluid.
Yeah. They spray it actually on the ground too.
Spray it on.
Yeah. That helped.
I mean, maintenance comes out and sprays the engines manually, they spray inside the engines before they go over to the de-icing pad, but if this happened, I don't know where this exactly happened, but that was kind of a bizarre one. And then the other thing, like I ran into one that was like, the story had to have been an older, like they can't find the pilots. Like, remember the day, like, we were like, we can't find any pilots.
That still happens.
It happens less because of the computer systems. Like, we know where pilots are coming from and where, just like us. Like,
Where they're supposed to be coming from.
Where they're supposed to be coming from. But then we're like, we can't find pilots.
Right.
And like, from the perspective of the customers, right? They're like, you can't find pilots.
You're lying to us.
Yeah. You did this on purpose.
That's bullshit.
You can't find pilots? Are you kidding me? Yeah.
You found a flight attendant.
Yeah. Flight attendants are here. Where's the pilots? How did you expect to fly this plane if you don't have pilots?
Why'd you board us?
Right.
It's too damn hot in here. Give me something to drink.
Dude, you owe us a hotel.
Vouchers.
Right. I need 5 free airline.
Are you going to give us drinks now? Can we get drinks for free?
Right. And drinks for free is a first request always.
Exactly.
Then there's one I came across that says midair pilot suffers a heart attack.
Now that's a shocker, Shawn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
With our fit guys.
Right. Oh, there's we do have like some very picture of fitness going on in the airlines. But anyhow, yeah. So this, I guess a pilot had a heart attack and they were actually in this whole thing, they were asking, does anybody know how to fly a plane? On the
remember that movie Airplane?
Yeah. The autopilot when they inflate the autopilot and all that stuff. Yeah. But I guess this actually happened. And I don't know when. The interesting thing in this article, it didn't say like when this happened, like what years this happened. These are just stories that have collected over the years, I guess, of different things that are happening. But like back in the day, like when we didn't pre 9/11, right? Like that's something like that happened. And like we could say, hey, are there any other pilots? Are there some non-revenue pilots? Or are there pilots and somebody knows how to, and I guess.
Did anyone stay at a Holiday Inn Express?
Right. All those things that could apply, that could assist us to get the plane on the ground safely.
Yeah.
But I guess they had some Air Force pilot in this story was stepped up and helped out the other co-pilot that was there land the plane. But kind of crazy. The other thing was like, there was a flight that had 200 passengers. They had to change planes because there was a mouse on board.
Let me tell you something. Years ago, we was in Manila and we were boarding the plane in Manila. As we're boarding, the little runs down the jetway. We're sitting there and it's like, the little drain holes. Yeah. As we're walking down the jetway, this big ass rat just ran up that freaking hole, ran down. It looked like Ben ran down that little track. Yeah. And then his ass went right down the other hole. And all I could think about was, did any of them get in that damn plane?
Dude, I had this happen to me. Like a mouse was on the plane. We were doing a service. We're like, pulling up the car down the aisle and we're going down the aisle. And like how you're kind of like turned your body down the aisle to kind of see what you're going, pulling it with one hand and looking where you're going with the other way. And as I'm doing it, like from one, like under somebody's seat, this mouse like darted down the aisle and like ran like 5 rows and then darted in the other side of the plane. I was like,
I just pictured a bunch of flight attendants going, "Oh hell no!" They just take off running.
The first thing that went through my head was like, it was like that whole thing of like, you're like, am I high? Like, am I really seeing what I just saw? Yeah. Like, is this really happening? Did I see a mouse? And then some dude in the aisle, he's like, that was a damn mouse. And you're like, oh shit. Yeah, but mice on plane is a serious problem. I mean, the airlines they will ground that aircraft.
Do you know the only time it's not a problem?
When?
You got a cat on the plane.
Yeah, you got a cat.
Go get it.
Yeah, go get it. Go get that mouse.
Unzip that damn
mice
cat.
Get everywhere, and there's so many little cracks and crevices and stuff to get into in a plane, and lots of wires to chew on. Last thing you want is a mouse chewing on some wires. Anyways, yeah. Then so another delay that was kind of crazy too that they had in this article was they got delayed for about 5 hours because the plane didn't have toilet paper.
I'm not going if it didn't have toilet paper, man.
There ain't no way.
No,
in hell
not going.
That if you ain't got some tissue to wipe my ass or anybody else's ass, We're not going.
There's a lot of asses that go back into that bathroom.
First of all, one of the most important pieces of the aircraft is the facilities, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I had to divert one time because all of our freaking labs stopped working.
Well, they stop working because you run out of toilet paper and they start freaking putting paper towels down that shit.
Yeah. I mean,
and they clog them up.
I was doing like a transcon, and we got halfway across the United States, and we got to about Denver, and boom, the toilet stopped working.
Don't put shit.
And I'm like, we still got another 2.5 hours to go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no way.
I was going to say don't put shit in the lab, but that's the only thing you want to put in the lab.
Right. Put shit in the lab.
But keep the other shit out of the lab.
All the other crap, keep it out.
Keep it out.
Right.
Because you'll just mess the lab up.
Exactly. And they have signs about all that stuff, but, that's crazy. But totally get that delay. The other one, dude, a plane was taxiing out and ran into the toilet truck.
That's nasty. If he broke that thing open, that is nasty. Clean up on aisle 1.
I'm sorry. That would be the nastiest. Like, that's a biohazard.
Ooh.
Call the fire department.
I'm just parking the truck and I'm leaving, man.
Who has a hazmat cert?
Wasn't my fault.
I mean, that's just woo. Oh, good grief. The other thing, here's the funniest one that I came across was a delay. There was a massive 450-pound bearded seal that was laying on the runway and wouldn't move.
Who's going to move a 450
He had crawled up onto the runway and laid on the runway and was like chilling, like,
I seen that picture. Now, the funny thing about it, that seal was looking at you like, go ahead.
Yeah, he's like,
give it your best shot.
Like they normally do, wherever they're laying around. They always kind of like just looking at you.
You
like,
got a fish?
Yeah. You got something to eat?
You got to have something.
I'm hungry.
My ass ain't getting off this damn runway.
Right.
That was a funny one.
Try to roll me.
That shit was funny. That
they end up having to call animal control that delayed this whole thing and to get this seal off the runway. Unbelievable. These are the crazy things that happen in the airline industry that causes crazy delays that one dude in Florida thinks that we all intended to do it.
On purpose.
On purpose.
There's a reason. Because you had to get the plane back and leave out of that location.
Yeah, man. Let's go around the globe.
Another thing. Okay, lithium batteries, folks. Don't put them in your freaking bags. Another one exploded in a backpack. A forced aircraft to divert. We tell you this all the time. If you got a lithium battery, take the shit out. Get it out of your bag.
I'm so surprised that this doesn't happen like more and more often. Like there's so many times like you get a runaway, freaking battery that starts on fire and stuff. But with the amount of batteries that we carry in the plane on a daily basis, all those phones, laptops, computers, it's amazing that it doesn't happen more often.
Well, and thank God, because you don't want that runaway. One they don't understand too is that if you ever seen a fire from a lithium battery, it's crazy, isn't it, Shawn?
Yeah, they're lethal, man. Those little batteries, they heat up and they get hot, and
the smoking is one thing, but as soon as they catch fire, man, those things are nasty.
And you're not talking about like the fumes from it. Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Hey, this one was really funny though. I'd seen this video. A gate agent was dealing with a passenger, and this other passenger was videoing her from behind. This woman was up there. She was online shopping. As this woman, she was
Amazoning it right in front of her,
scrolling,
like really not paying attention to whatever this person was doing, just kind of doing her thing,
just scrolling, looking at shoes.
Yeah, do you realize it's Amazon week? It's Amazon times right now.
Yeah, I got free. I've got what? I'm sorry, man. What was that? No. I've got free delivery.
Yeah, exactly. I got some free delivery.
I got Prime.
I got Prime. It's Prime days right now.
Exactly. I'm gonna get these shoes. These shoes are real. They're so cute. Anyway, what was that again?
Where'd you want to go?
I'm sorry. There's no that destination is not available.
Your luggage wanted to go where?
Exactly. And oh my God, look at those shoes.
Right. These are so cute. Don't you think these are cute?
But this was actually this crazy. These people, they got phones, man, and you're over there freaking shopping at work.
It's
unbelievable.
So unacceptable.
Okay, how about this one? The passenger that attacks another flight attendant, right? And this the best part of this. The best part of this,
Right.
is when he attacks this person. He says, "You puny mortal man." Who's that remind you of?
Yeah, he's like a superhero or something like that.
Who's that remind you of?
I have no
Remember
idea.
Loki?
Yeah, Loki from
The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
And Hulk grabbed him. He was like, Hulk smashed. He's bam, bam, bam.
yeah. You puny mortal.
But you could have came up with anything, right?
Right.
You puny mortal man.
People are way too into their Netflix.
Now, here's the one I don't understand. If you were in a window seat, okay? If you was a window seat and a parent wanted their kid to have that window seat and you're there and they said, "Would you mind moving and taking this seat because my son or my daughter really wants a window seat?"
Yeah, I'm cool with it as long as I'm going to like an aisle.
Okay, but
I'm not moving to a middle seat.
Okay, but what if it's a middle seat?
Yeah, middle seat. That little kid's not looking out the window. That's how that works.
It amazes me that people shame people for getting their seats. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Listen, your kid has to learn. No, you're not getting it, little Johnny.
Yeah, that's one word that a lot of people out in the world don't understand.
No.
Tell their kids, no, you can't do that.
No, you can't do it. You know why? Because that big man over there is sitting over there again, and he'll open that window for you so you can kind of look over the side of it.
Yeah, he'll be like, yeah, you puny mortal human, get away from me. Sit your ass in that aisle seat and shut up. Quit crying.
All right, you're killing me, man. 90 degrees outside, no APU. What does that mean?
That means you don't board the damn plane.
That
That's
means
what
that
it
your
means.
ass is sweating.
Yeah, like it, dude. The comfort level on a plane, like, and everybody complains about the plane temperature. Like, it can be too cold. It can be too hot. It could be like. There's only there's that little window of like everybody's going to be happy type of temperature. But I mean, if you have no APU, which is the auxiliary power unit of the plane that runs your air conditioning system and all that good stuff, dude, and it's 90 degrees outside in the plane.
It's hot as hell.
It's gonna be 100 and something in
What
the
do you
plane.
travel with?
What do a fan?
He does,
A fan.
man.
I have my own fan, and I'm not talking about one of these little handheld, little puny.
Oh, hell no.
Puny mortal things that people use, like fan themselves out. I got one that mine's like 12 inches wide, man. It is a big, huge. It's a clip-on fan. It goes in.
That shit was so hot when me and Shawn was boarding one day. I'm telling you, we were at the front of the airplane, and I'm not kidding you. It was so damn hot at the front of the plane. Me and Shawn put that fan up, and we put this dry ice in front of it so it would blow cool air.
Making our own cool air, like hanging the dryers behind it just so that we can get some type of coolness going on.
We had that fan blowing across that dry ice and blowing cool air to us.
We need to sell these things because so many flight attendants have bought that fan since I've seen it. And it's not a fan that you like if you Google fans on the like clip-on fans, you're gonna get these little like puny mortal ones. But
you're going with that. You like that puny
I like
mortal.
it. I'm gonna use it too. In fact, next time somebody pisses me off on a plane, I'm gonna be like, "You puny mortal, stop your bitching."
Do not board the freaking planes if you don't have an APU.
Yeah,
you're gonna have passengers pissed and passed out.
Yeah.
Not a good combination.
And all you flight attendants out there, like, buy a fan with you. Like, you should have that with you every bad. I don't care what size it is. These planes get hot, and it gets too crazy.
All right, man. This last one absolutely freaking killed me.
What's that?
All right, so they drug this passenger off the aircraft because he wanted to sit in the emergency exit row, and they told him no.
Yeah, this isn't old school things. Like, just because it's empty doesn't mean you can sit there.
But it's funny part, they're dragging his ass off, and the whole video. I mean, we see this all the time when they do something stupid and they drag him off. But here's this guy, you're getting drug off the airplane, and the video's shooting, and you see kind of like a side view, and I'm like, okay, you're watching this guy get drug off. The funniest part, they're dragging him by, Shawn. You see this big, he's getting drugged by his arms. He's getting drugged out of there. And you see this big Garfield t-shirt on. I'm thinking, first of all right, you're a guy.
Is this a kid or is this a man?
It's a man.
Right?
He's got a Garfield t-shirt on. So you're getting drug off the aircraft and all these people are looking at you. Not only is your Garfield t-shirt on, but your shorts have written up your nuts so far that they're splitting you in half. And I'm thinking now this thing has went completely viral video, right?
Yeah.
And there it is. You've got this Garfield.
First of all, I thought they already learned not to drag people off of aircraft.
No, they didn't. They
don't drag people off aircraft. It's easier. Like the solution to me is always like this. Like if it's gonna happen to me and I got to take somebody off, like every motherfucker on that plane is getting off. Yeah, I'm taking everybody off.
But see, then
the guy sitting here and he'd be like, "I'm not getting off." And once everybody's off and all those cameras are gone, it's on.
Now, see, we would have never got a Garfield video, man.
He'd have more than like he'd have a additional like. He'd have new bruises on him, and
the funny thing about it is around the globe this week. This is just part of it. Around the globe was crazy. I mean, it was absolutely crazy. There were so many endless, arguments and fights on the planes this week. It was crazy.
Yeah,
these people just beating the shit out of each other on an airplane.
Yeah, this is. I'm glad. First of all, we don't get it. Like the percentage of this really happening is probably pretty small, but just it shouldn't be happening in the first place, period. It should be zero.
Yeah, but they have a bunch of videos make it funny.
Yeah. Crazy. Anyways, man, what's the quote today, man? Let's wrap this up.
The best and the most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart.
Boom. Exactly, man.
And that goes back to all those people in Texas, man. All the people that are helping, big hearts. All the people that are suffering.
All the first responders. All the people that the story about the rescue swimmer. We didn't even talk about that. Like,
right.
That guy was like rescued so many people. Just wow, you guys, hearts are felt here. We appreciate it, and we feel for all the families that are being affected and all the people that have been lost. And wow.
Yep. Now I have to end it with one last comment.
What's that?
You puny mortal man.
Puny mortal man.
All right, guys.
We'll see all you puny mortal people next week
on Cabin Pressure.
Cabin Pressure.
See you guys.
If you laughed, learned something, or just feel a little bit better about your own job after hearing about ours, do us a favor. Subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your weirdest coworker. You know the one. Hit us up on Facebook. Drop your wildest airport stories. We just might read them on air. Bonus points if you involve questionable clothing decisions. Until next time, stay strapped in, stay hydrated, and for the love of TSA, keep your clothes on in the terminal.